Now that we're finally in control of our party again, and the normal party, back in our Let's Play of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, there's a conversation I was holding off on having with Atten. I probably should have done this earlier, but it just wouldn't fit in a video, so I didn't.
Something up? Alright, what did you want to know?
Well, there was a woman, a Jedi. She gave her life for mine.
Okay, and we asked him why he left the Sith.
It wasn't a mission. She sought me out. She said she had come to save me.
She was lying, of course. Or I think she was. It doesn't matter. She told enough truth to get my attention. She said that Revan was doing something terrible to Jedi within the unknown regions. That when we captured Jedi, they were sent to a place designed to break them. And that anyone in his service who showed any ability with the Force was sent there too, to turn them, to break them into dark Jedi, or assassins trained to kill Jedi. She said that's what would happen to me, that I had the Force inside me. That's why I was so good at killing Jedi. And that when the Sith learned of it, there would be no escape, no turning back. I would become an instrument of the dark side, forever. I had heard talk in the ranks, troops vanishing. I knew what she meant, but I didn't believe her, or want to believe her.
Okay, and we'll ask if he killed her.
I did what I did with all Jedi. I hurt her. I hurt her a lot. And then, right when I thought she couldn't take any more, she showed me the Force, in my head.
And I felt everything she felt. And I heard just an echo of what the Force was. And how what I was doing, I think I loved her. But it wasn't that kind of love. It was the kind of love where you're willing to give up everything for someone you don't even know.
Okay, and we can choose a variety of options here, but we'll choose she felt a greater good would be served with salvation.
Maybe. It doesn't matter.
I killed her for crawling in my head, for showing me that. But before she opened her mind to mine, my only thought was that I would love to kill her. And at the end, I killed her because I loved her.
Well, that's kind of screwed up. You expect me to forgive that?
In the end, she sacrificed herself to keep my secret, to prevent the Sith from knowing about that touch of the Force inside me. She wasted her life to save me. Me.
And I felt her die when she opened her mind. I've killed Jedi, like I said, but I was never there to feel it, to be on the receiving end. And after that, I couldn't stop feeling things. Before, guilt, lust, impatience. It had been orchestrated to get close. Now it all just kept tumbling out, and I couldn't keep doing what I was doing. So I left. I fled with the displaced war veterans to Nar Shaddaa. I lost myself there, until the war came to an end. I wanted no more of Jedi, or Dark Jedi, or the Force. I just wanted to be left alone.
And then, I met you on Paragus.
And I thought maybe she had saved me so that I could help you. And if I can't, then I have to try.
Okay, we'll welcome his help.
I didn't want to tell you any of this, but I had to. Because if something happens, I can't let you think I was doing it for something other than the past. Once, a Jedi showed me the Force. I heard it. I felt it. At the time, there was too much pain to confront it. Because if I did, it meant I would be changed into something else. Now, I'm not afraid of it anymore. And I think that by learning how to use it, I can help protect you. Or at least buy you some time when disaster comes screaming in.
I want to learn how to use the Force. I want to learn how to use the Force to help you.
Okay, and, you know, I think I've more or less said this, but a lot of your companions have the similar conversations.
What must I do? Is there some ritual, or...
You know, I'm not going to bother reading these lines, it's all very mysticism, mumbo-jumbo Jedi, you know, but... And at last Atten awaken. Is that overly dramatic? Maybe a little too much. And when you convert one of your companions into Jedi, they automatically gain a level.
I hear you.
And they also automatically give you either light side points if you were light side when you converted them, or dark side points if you were dark side when you converted them. It doesn't matter. Essentially, if you're dark side or light side, they will still be the same. Atten becomes a Jedi Sentinel, so I'll gain his levels off screen. Another conversation here
Yes. Is there something
G0T0, and we had some questions for him.
Indulge some of your questions.
And you can ask him about saving the Republic.
There are several factors, all of which affect each other. There is the stabilization of Dantooine, the preservation of the restoration efforts on Telos, the political resolution on Onderon, and the unification of a religious power base in the galaxy, either Jedi or Sith.
Okay, and more or less that's what's left to do in the game, and you know, you're a rich man. Can you, help us out a little?
The destruction of my yacht and of all my activities on Nar Shaddaa carry a cost that would take you several lifetimes to pay back. But perhaps the offer of credits will spur you to act quicker, more decisively. I am not unsympathetic to such greed. For every system you stabilize, I will reward you for your efforts.
Okay, now, this actually doesn't change anything with what happens, so I'm going to go just sort of drop out of character here and, choose the greedy option.
See that you do not disappoint me.
And that gives you influence with G0T0. I don't actually know if there's any benefit to gaining influence with him, but like HK47, I want him to be light side too, just because it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And he's harder to gain influence with anyways. But we'll be right back. While we're in the business of having conversations with our companions,
Yes.
Goto has
Is there something
one thing that I wanted to sort of bring out. And you can ask him about Revan.
A common misconception not supported by facts. Revan did not intend to destroy the Republic. He deliberately left the infrastructure of many planets intact, and many military production facilities.
And Revan had an unlimited fleet, so why?
I believe that by whatever means he used to build his armada, he recognized that it was somehow a limited source, or that he was only willing to use it to a point. My prediction is that whatever production facility was being employed, it carried a price that Revan perceived as detrimental to the goals of the Sith. And that is why Revan left many military production facilities in the Republic intact.
Okay. And, Revan wouldn't need to conquer anything else. The Republic is all that there is.
That is what occupies my calculations as well. I believe that Revan saw a war on another front that we did not, or saw the value in keeping a strong military force. Unlike Revan, Malak demonstrated no concern for the future of the Republic in his attacks. His stratagems were painfully obvious, intending to crush all resistance everywhere. There was little thought beyond the complete destruction of anything that opposed him. He left quite a mess. I'm still trying to assess all the damage. Between the two, I would have preferred Revan rule the galaxy. He had foresight in his conquest, a subtlety that Malak did not possess.
Okay. We can ask if G0T0 knows about Revan getting it, where Revan got his forces.
That is also a mystery to me. I do not have any evidence upon which to build an answer. It is significant that after the defeat of Malak, the forces decreased considerably, and after Revan's departure from known space, production ceased completely. It is my prediction that whatever was producing such forces needed a strong, effective leader to ensure its stability. Without Revan or Malak, there was no such figure left among the Sith.
Okay. So that's just a little bit of backplot from the first game. G0T0 does not know about the Star Forge, which, I'm not going to explain in depth. If you want to know about that, you're going to have to follow the first game, not the second game. It's not explained at all here. I guess they wanted to avoid spoiling the entirety of the first game. For some reason, you played the sequel first. But we wasted another episode talking to our companions, and as you can see, Mira is in the party, and I'll probably hold off on talking to her for at least a little while, just from the standpoint of this can get monotonous. So We'll be back next time.